How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be looking at a Hobbymaster Spitfire, of course in 1/48 scale diecast, so something a little bit bigger today. And our particular Spitfire, as you can see here, is a Mark VB. It's a tropical one from RAF's No.249 Squadron while stationed in Malta in 1942, the defence of Malta, of course. Now, this aircraft was piloted by Canadian air ace George Beurling. He was the most successful Canadian fighter pilot, scoring around 31 aerial victories in World War II. And with 27 of those in defence of Malta, of course. Now, he himself was shot down 4 times. Beurling would be sent back to Britain in October of 1942, but the B-24 transport that he was on would actually crash into the sea. Beurling, though, was one of 3 survivors. He would become an instructor, but continued to do his stunting and did have a lack of teamwork, and he would actually be discharged in 1944, and his wartime flying career was over. In 1948, though, he was recruited to fly P-51 Mustangs for the Israeli Air Force. In May of 1948, Beurling, while flying a C-64 Norseman, crashed while landing in Rome, killing himself and 2 other occupants of the aircraft, an unfortunate end to his life. Now, let us have a little look at the aircraft that he flew in Malta, and boy, that is a bit of a dark colour scheme on that one. Does have the usual information in the flap in these Hobbymaster ones, and it does look brand new. It's got the little wires in there, so this is a little bit of an older one. So yeah, if you do like what you see, you're going to have to hunt on those interwebs and find one for yourself. Alright, I'll shut up and we'll open this box up and check it out. Alright, so you do get a stand that has a metal shaft, and the rest, like the base and the cradle, is plastic. You do also get your little baggie that does have your pilot figure. They are nicely detailed, and of course your tail wheel options and an antenna, and you do get a spare. Alright, so let us get this lid open and have a little look. Oh, that is quite a dark colour. Let's get some poppage happening. Now, be careful of these wingtips. Yes, we don't want to have any issues by grabbing the wingtips here. Do not. Do not touch those at all. I have learnt my lesson. That actually has a tail wheel already in it. That is unusual. The in-flight tail wheel is this option. All right, actually, this is a Mark VB. I'm not a Spitfire expert, but I am going to go with a second thought, because the tail wheel was already in there. I reckon these had a fixed tail wheel. The retractor tail wheels didn't come into the Spitfires until a little bit later. For you Spitfire experts, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going with that thought right now. All you need to do now, I suppose, is put the little antenna in the spine. If you've got big sausage fingers like me, it shouldn't be too hard though, but there we go. And of course, you want to put your pilot figure in. He's in flight, so we'll throw him in. It's easier sort of whipping that canopy section off. You've got the 2 little tabs on either side that you just push back in, and then it slides like really nicely, of course, and he doesn't hit his head, and it makes it a lot easier to put that pilot figure in if you use your pilots. But boy, yep, pretty darn cool. I like it. I want that to be a bit straighter. But overall, some really nice details. Definitely looks really well done. The dark colour does make it hard to see some of the finer details, like the aerial victory markings there. You can just see those crosses there. Very unusual being such a dark colour, but I reckon it does look, pretty good. Overall, very, very nice. Beautiful details along the side. These ones don't have the option to have the areas open to see internally inside the wings. And of course, underneath, these great stenciling and details that you can see underneath there. Absolutely fantastic. Beautiful. Yep, wonderful. Now, of course, to put it on the stand, you've got that tiny little hole there, and then that's the part that goes on there, and we'll put it on. Job done. There we go. That is not too hard at all. And that is your Spitfire for Malta, set up for in-flight. Very straightforward. So easy, these ones. Very, very nice detail, and they set up really easy. And you know what else is easy? Putting the bloody gear down. I'll show you. All you got to do, especially on this one, bang and bang. That's gear down. The wheels don't turn, but that tyre is sort of spinning on that rim. But overall, and that's how it's going to sit on that landing gear. Very solid, beautiful, easy, takes you 2 seconds, and that is gear down, of course. We'll see some weight. We'll see how much this Spitfire does weigh, of course. We'll chuck it on those scales. There we go. And we do have, what is it? 333. We got 333 grams here for this wonderful looking Hobbymaster Spitfire here. All right, we'll wind up the video. We'll move the scales out of the way. We'll zoom in a fraction. I'll take some photos of this, of course, and throw them at the end for you guys to check out some close-up pics if you care to do that. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, some of these my way would be awesome. Drop a comment below as per usual. And if you haven't punched that subscribe button, feel free to do that, of course. Now, I'll wind up, of course, by thanking you, the viewer, for dropping past to check out another one of my videos. I hope you enjoyed what hit your eyeballs today. All right, everyone. Well, happy hunting for your next model, of course, and you all have an awesome sauce rest of your day. Cheers, everyone.